Yeah. You give me so much, energy and enthusiasm and joy, and I just love you, man. About new people,
Yeah. C'est ça, dans tous les cas, ça fait, like, I mean, listen to other kind of, like, experiences of life. Imagine that I come to school and the first thing that I hear is a teacher that's telling me, oh, it's only Monday. I'm like, miss, are you kidding me? It has been 20 years. What?
Like, how can you live such life thinking
Yeah.
that way?
How can you wake up in the morning and be like, oh my god, I don't want to go to work? Like, if this is the life that they follow, and I have other teachers that when I see them, I know that they love what they're doing. I can feel that they want to teach you some. Teacher is just so interested that I'm interested. And when I see like old people that try to put you in like in stress, like really when you think about it, can you imagine that they are young, and the first thing like they just hear stressing stuff the whole day. My friends, they are 14, 15, 16. Like they spend the whole day at school. They wanna they go back home during the afternoon. They sleep. They study again, and they feel sad the whole day. They wake up anxious. They sleep anxious. They spend, and they are all waiting for the weekend and summer. And I found that so sad. I'm like, you're wasting your time, your energy. You are losing so many things, because I'm happy for people that love being in school, I'm sad for those that hate being there. A waste of time in terms of mentality. There's some stuff that are illogical that I don't want to talk about. They don't consider us as human, and when you show them that you are a human, that you also think, they are shocked. Like the mood at school is so different, and people, like I can see that, for example, my friends, they are shouting in class, they are like making fun of the teacher, and I'm like, that's sad, because this person, si tu la voyais dehors, tu aurais pas fait ça. Like, you see, and the teacher too, for example, when he's in the class and they just say things that like just crie pour des choses que même eux ils comprennent pas pourquoi ils crient dessus, tu vois, like some kind of stuff like this. Je me pose la question, I'm like, if you were out of the school, would you have been like reacted like this? Would you have reacted like this? Je pense pas, like, il y a un aspect humain qu'on oublie à l'école.
Exactement, absolument. Et en fait, like that's where maturity comes in, right? Like you are saying these things because you're mature, because you're thinking about it in this big picture of, if you were to actually meet that person outside of school, you would not be doing this job. School shouldn't be that stressful. Your life shouldn't déjà be centered around school, because you do CrossFit, you do all these other things, you're passionate about all these other things. This would be such an interesting thought to have. If I ever feel anxious, or when I feel anxious, if I'm feeling anxious, it means I'm not looking at the big picture. It means I should go and, I don't know, go to hospitals and volunteer, see other realities to realize that, what's happening in my life is not a big deal at all.
My priority is not school. It's prioritizing myself, to work on myself, and to be able to, put in the work right now, to not have to put in the work in 5 years when I'll be anxious about after graduating the graduation, and be like, what am I doing right now? I want to do it right now because I know that I have time. I know that in 5 years I will be like, oh no, because after school you have like college, after college you have work, so then it's just une succession de stressing things. I was like, all right, no. I'm gonna focus
and all you really have is now.
That's the thing.
What if you die tomorrow? You're gonna die having gone to school, and that's it.
You see that? You see that? And when I see my friends, they're all stressing. When I come to school and all teacher is like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm like, what am I doing right now? What are they? And the fact that they are all reacting like this, and they put me in this kind of mentality the whole day, I have to hustle. I have to just forcing myself to be like, bro, this is not your purpose right now. Your purpose is not to be an architect, a doctor, or stuff like this. There's so much more things that you found a long time ago that you are interested in, and that you should work on right now, because c'est ça qui va te mettre le result in a few years. So when, for example, my friend at lunchtime, they are working, they are studying on stuff that they don't understand, they're just learning bêtement. I'm like, I don't want to learn stupidly. I don't want to just put everything in my head pour les recopier sur une feuille, et que dans 5 mois I'll be like, This exam that I stressed off the whole year, I don't remember it at all. I don't want this. I want, like, if I learn something right now, if I have to take a place in my head, I want it to be worth it. Like, first, like, vraiment qu'on redéfinit la chose. Like, teachers, they all graduated. They teach you what they learned. They want you to work for, like, what's it called? Factories. You know, they want you, like, they put you in the mood to work for someone in a factory or something.
Absolutely.
Not to be your own boss, because they want you to work for the society. And when I think about all the people, like all the things that people created right now without going to college, or without, like, needed it at all, because they were passionate about something and just put it in the work. They knew what they wanted, they knew what they liked, and they put it in the work, and that's it. Others that spend their whole time, like, being like, oh, I love dancing, but my mother doesn't think that dancing is a work, so I'm gonna be a doctor.
Right.
So this person, she will study for years, doesn't like what she does, she will be like, no, but it's for my mother. Then she will be a doctor, save people, hustle, and doesn't like her life, and then she will be like, you know, c'est juste une succession de, on repousse, like, that's what the thing also that I discovered, like, que je me suis rendu compte. Till you are 18, you are focusing yourself on school, right? But you're like, oh wait, that's okay. 2 years, like, for example, now me, in 2 years, I'll graduate and I'll go to high school and to university. That will be better. You go to university, beam. All right, that's okay. Just 6 years. 6 years is quick. It's not 18. After 6 years, I'm gonna work. That's gonna be okay. Then you work for all those things. All the process, you didn't like it. If you don't like the process, you're not gonna like the result. And then this person go and start working, and at this moment, most of them wake up and they are like, am I really doing this? Some people, they wake up when they are 60 or something. They still have time, but mais ils ont pas voulu comprendre plus tôt.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, like, all the systems that are in place are designed in a way, comme tu as dit, to make you not part of that 2% who actually enjoys living their lives out of, like, passion and are doing what they love doing. You know, the systems are designed, be it school, be it family, be it anything, they are designed in a way that makes you follow the crowd and, like, just do things because that's what you're supposed to do, until you wake up one day and you're like, fuck, my whole life I haven't lived it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know when it was, but I heard something about how, like, as babies, genre, we are told to stop doing certain things. Même as kids, like, to stop, by example, when you're playing, to organize your toys and stuff like that, to do all these things that are outside of the norm del play, you know, just because adults want you to do that. And so from the jump, we are told to have the validation that other people, to do what other people want us to do and not what we want to do, you know?
Exactly.
And then you start having problems with being a people pleaser and not having your own opinion, not
because
making
you
your own
grew up,
choices.
Yeah, because we all grew up with parents that were too young, that didn't know too, because they grew up with parents that were too young, that didn't know too. And that was like this since je sais pas combien de siècles d'abord ou de millénaires. Like, I mean, can you imagine that my parents, when they got me, they were 30. Some parents, they are like way much younger. They're like 20. They can be 20. They can be 25. You know. Tu t'imagines toi d'abord tout de suite having a kid and being like, I know the truth.
Bro,
I noticed something that shocked me also. I've never really paid attention about, like, I've never really asked my friend what they thought about school life and what they want to be in life and all. I always, like, every time someone asked me, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to university, blah blah blah. Réponse simple, efficace. And I've never really tried to ask them. And recently when I came back, I was like, you're gonna ask every single person that you see what they want to be in life and why. And je me suis rendu compte que when tu leur laisses la possibilité de parler, they all are, no, I don't want to keep studying, most of them. For all the people for the moment that I asked to, they are all like, my purpose is not to study my whole life. Like when you do something and like you're really good at it, but you don't like it. And for most people, it's because you're good at it that you should follow it.
C'est ça. Thank God I had parents who were open-minded enough to push me in the right direction. Mais quand j'étais au lycée, meuf, كديرة sciences maths as hard as it gets, right? And I was excellent at it. Mais là, tu me poses une question par rapport au maths. I have no fucking idea because it's not my passion. You know, I don't vibe with it like that. You're just good at it because you practice, and practice makes perfect.
C'est ça.
And a lot of people, unfortunately, do the things they're good at and not take the chance on exploring other things.
Yeah. Thank you, Iman, for this amazing call.
I love you. It's always a pleasure talking to you, seriously.
You too.
You give me so much, energy and enthusiasm and joy, and I just love you, man.
I love you too, and you give me exactly the same and way much more, you can't imagine. Thank you so much again. Go.
I love you.
I love you too.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.